Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and we are going to talk about what happens when you change your diet a lot and you're like, I don't understand, I'm not getting results, what's happening? This isn't working for me, all those things. This is a really big point of frustration for a lot of women because you're doing all the things, right? And honestly, a lot of the women that I work with, pretty much every woman that I work with, I should rephrase that, every woman that I work with, right? These are smart gals, right? They do their research. They're looking things up. They're trying things. They're being really decisive on, okay, here's what I'm going to eat, how I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat. Here's what this should do for my body. Oh, nope, it's not having that impact at all. At all. Oh, now what? Right? Now what? What do I do next? Oh, I'm going to try this other thing. I'm going to layer in these things. I'm going to try these supplements. I'm going to try these, drinks or drops or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. And you end up feeling like you start over again and again and again. And you don't actually get anywhere. I mean, maybe when you start something new, you might be like, oh, this is it. Oh, for a couple of weeks, things are shifting and changing. And then it goes south. And you're like, nope, dang it, this is terrible. This is terrible. It's really tough if you're not understanding how your body works and functions and how to work with your system to get and keep the best results possible, right? So that's what I'm going to go through here. And then we're going to talk about really how often should you be changing your diet and what to look at to know that you are ready to really take the next step. So before I jump into this information, I am going to put a link for the waitlist for the next 12-week challenge in the comments here, there. The waitlist right now is getting full, just so you guys know. And I only take so many women in the 12-week challenge. So registration link gets sent to the waitlist only on December 18th. That's next Friday. So if you're looking at this thinking, oh my gosh, yes, this is what I need to do, you need to get on the waitlist. And when the registration link gets sent, it's a first come, first serve basis. So make sure you get on that wait list. There's a ton of information there. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Sometimes gals are like, well, what about this? Or I have a thyroid, or I have a history of Lyme or lupus or something. Yep, of course. These are all things that I work with. Again, don't hesitate to reach out, but it's really important that you're doing the right things for you moving forward so you get and keep the best results, right? But in terms of shifting and changing your diet, here's what a lot of women do. So this is a month, right? This is the hormonal cycle. Day 1 is the first day of your cycle. Day 14 is about when you ovulate. Day 28 is when that ends, when you start over again. So a lot of times what we'll do is say, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a 30-day challenge, which again, those aren't bad. It's just, are you doing the right thing for your system, and are you doing it long enough for it to make a positive impact? So month 1 here, I'm gonna do a 30-day challenge, right? That's what you're gonna implement, right? If that's what you're doing 30 days, and you're doing something like clean eating, right? Oh, I'm eating clean, I'm eating healthy, but essentially you're eating the same all month long. And there might be some weeks where you feel better and other weeks where you don't. Other weeks where you feel like, oh my gosh, yes, all my PMS stuff came back. I'm exhausted, I'm not sleeping well, I'm not motivated to keep going. Ugh, this isn't the right thing for me, right? Because it's not pushing you through the tough point in your cycle, right? That's the big thing here. So just doing 30 days of something like, clean, again, I say clean eating. Again, not that it's bad, it's just not enough. And so by the time you get to the end of that month, you've usually crashed and burned, and then you have to either start all over again from a deficit or jump to something different the second month, right? So now you're gonna jump to something different the second month. Oh, let me try, just doing restriction, right? Restrict. I'm going to restrict things. What does that mean? I'm going to cut calories. I'm going to cut nutrient. I'm going to cut out carbs. I'm going to cut out sugars, all those things. Oh my gosh, how long can I sustain this? So again, you go through the same thing here. How long do you get before you crash and burn with it? And then you get in a deficit again. And what do I mean when I say a deficit? Essentially, you're not honoring what your body and system needs throughout the month. Without doing that, you're getting your body in a nutrient deficit. There are certain times of the month where you need more calorie, more nutrient, right? More minerals. Your system needs that. And if you're not getting it, it'll have cravings. And if you're not honoring that, it'll get to a point sometimes where you're like, I don't know what happened. I woke up with my face in a bag of chips. I don't know. Yep. Yes, because it's being restricted too much, and your system will work on getting what it needs, right? Willpower can only get you so far. But if your body's not functioning well, it's not gonna help, because your brain will do what it needs to survive, which is bury your face in a bag of chips and eat all of it, right? So that's where a lot of restriction can get you, right? And then you're gonna go through the third month and you're like, okay, oh my gosh, no, forget this. I'm just gonna work out a ton. So you exercise a ton. I'm just gonna work out a ton. That's gonna be really, really helpful. Okay, but if you're increasing your energy output without increasing the nutrients proportionally to that, again, you're gonna end up in the same place which is depletion. The female body's response to this depletion is increasing cortisol response and increasing fat storage. What? Yes, increasing your fat storage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. What does that mean? That means that your system will take anything you're eating, even if it's a piece of celery, turn it into sugars and shove it in a fat cell and hold on to it forever. Forever. So again, the clean eating, restricting things, or just exercising a crap ton isn't gonna do it. So what is it then? How do I break this pattern? How do I break this cycle from like starting over month after month, or even trying to push through that and then feeling like 6 months later I'm still starting over? The real answer is actually working with your body and how it works and functions. The real answer is that you can't eat the same all month long. Why? Because your hormones are different all month long. Look at how your hormones shift and change throughout the month. You have a different body every week, chemically, hormonally, everything. And those hormones pass through the blood-brain barrier, which means it impacts how everything functions from there. Everything. Everything is connected. Your health is cumulative, which means that if you have been doing this type of pattern time after time after time after time after time, your system gets really burned out by it. And then the next time you do a clean eating thing, nothing happens. And you're like, oh my gosh, before I felt better and I kind of had more energy for a little bit, but now nothing's happening. What is going on? Yeah, it's figured out the game. It's not going to change. Then you're really starting from a tough, tough place. Not that you can't get changes and results, it's just a tougher place to start from. So what we do, and again, we do this in the 12-week challenge. This is what I teach you how to do. I teach you how to work with your body and hormones. This is not just, oh, here's a clean eating plan, go. Oh, here's just cut your calories down, go. Oh, here's just do this many minutes of exercise a day, go. It is, here is how your body works and functions. Here is how to work with these hormones during these phases here and during these phases here. And if your body needs something specific here, oh, I am, training for something, we're gonna add these things in for you, we're gonna shift and change this for you. Oh, during this point, your sleep gets really bad. Okay, here's what we need to add in for you for that. Oh, during this point here, you have a mood for a week where you're like, I don't know who I am, but I am not the same person. Yep, here's the things we need to add in for that, right? We shift and change and alter it for what your body needs. And that is what we repeat. That is what we repeat. Again and again and again. Again, I have a 12-week challenge. Why? Because the female hormone cycle goes on a 12-week pattern. Yeah, it's not just 1 month. If you do something positive with your health for 1 month, I mean, great, that's not bad, but it's not long enough to make that positive impact on your body. So that's why it's important you're doing it for at least 12 weeks, which is, again, what I teach you. Everything that I do is designed for the female body to function at its optimal capacity. It's amazing what can happen in your system when it's shifting and changing. So there's some gals that I've been working with that are in this current 12-week challenge. They're doing an incredible job. And I gotta be, like, this is a tough year, right? This is a tough year. And these gals are doing amazing. Are they perfect? No, but you don't have to be perfect on a diet plan of some kind when it's working with how your body functions and you're having the right tweaks and changes added for what your system needs. That's where the difference is. And then you just keep going, repeating. You're not like starving yourself. You're not like hungry all the time. You're not exhausted. You're not worried about what you're gonna eat when you go out to dinner with somebody, or if you're gonna go to somebody's house, or whatever that may be, because it's all gonna be able to fit in with what your body needs. Yeah, it's a really beautiful way to eat. It's a really beautiful way to fuel your body and your system. It gives you completely different results. from here on out. So, whew, I just went through a ton of stuff. I got really pumped about it. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, if you need any other guidance or help, or if if I mentioned something in this video and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, can you do another video on this piece of it? I'm more than happy to do it. Just put it in the comments. Again, and in the comments, there's a link for the 12-week challenge. Do not hesitate to get on the wait list. Like I said, Dr. Victoria and I can take, only take so many women. So it is a capped registration. So you can get on the wait list for the opportunity to get the registration link. Yes. And that is saying just at 10 weeks, and it is changing at 54 like never before. If you are on the fence, do it. Oh my gosh, Annette, yes! Annette is one of the gals that I was talking about. She is just killing it, right? And again, I want to it is not about being restrictive. It is not about starving yourself or anything like that. It is working with your body. But Annette is seeing some amazing shifts. I love that. If you are on the fence, just do it. Annette says so. All right, so other resources I have for you are a couple of books, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon, and The Female Menopause Solution, also on Amazon. And then I have my podcast, which is called The Female Health Solution, and my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy. You can subscribe to that to stay updated on all the information I have coming out. So please let me know if you guys have any more questions or if you need anything else. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.